Hello and welcome back to the Yins Betcha podcast. Good to be back. Had a couple weeks off now, 2 weeks off, but we're back and it's the show we regretted posting or recording. Here we are. As you guys all know, we haven't talked about anything of Michigan as of everything came out, but we're going to do that today. Kevin, how are you?
We have no coach right now. So
there is no coach.
This is not going to be a podcast, so we're going to get into the personal life of Sharon more.
Yeah.
We have no business talking about it. I don't, and I wouldn't do it for any coach. You know, if this happened with Ryan Day, I'm not going to comment on any personal stuff because it's unfair to his wife and kids.
Yeah.
That's who I feel bad about. I don't feel bad for him.
No, right.
He obviously needs help.
Mm-hmm.
With all the stories that have come out about it. And again, I'm not going to get into the details for this. We're going to keep this a strictly football perspective, I guess.
Yeah.
But, he obviously needs help. So I hope he gets it and can, figure out the personal side of things. He's definitely done coaching at a high level.
Yeah.
Maybe he lands at a high school or some kind of assistant job.
Right.
Or a Division III school, that I could see that happening, but he fucked up.
Messed up.
You got handed keys to the kingdom at 37 years old.
Yeah.
Whether it was deserved or not,
Right.
I can't really speculate on that.
Mm-hmm.
But we had doubts about the football perspective when he became the head coach. Mm-hmm. But the small sample size that we had, he won games when he was, as the fill-in. So
he did.
Trying to keep, the culture relatively intact is probably why they went that direction. Obviously, Harbaugh had a lot to do with that, with recommending him, which a lot of big-time coaches on their way out tend to do that. Try to keep the cupboard full, and recommend, hey, this is who I want to replace me. So, from a football perspective, I think we'll be better off no matter who we hire. We had our doubts on if he had the X's and O's anyway.
Yeah. I think this was a blessing in disguise. Not to say anything of what happened, like you already said. We don't want to get into everything, but I feel bad for not him, but yeah, his family and the close ones to him. But honestly, this was for the coaching job itself. I think this was really good. I don't think he was going to win the big game. I don't even know if he would have won us a national championship, and that's now the goal every year after winning the one we did. So,
yeah,
I think this is a good thing where we're moving into a new coach, but we needed a huge name. But the issue is we don't have. This is the wrong time to do it. The wrong time to have it happen.
Yeah. So, and there was obviously a lot of speculation and different stories coming out. Had he beat Ohio State, would he have been fired? Yes, I do think that. Mm-hmm. The rumors were circling, and let me tell you something. I've been around stuff like this, obviously on a much smaller scale.
Yeah.
That's not out in the public eye like this, and it was pretty obvious that a lot of people knew about it before the season started. Okay.
Man, yeah.
But the university asked him and her about it in August, and they both denied it. So there's not really a lot they can do without actual proof.
Yeah.
Which it sounds like obviously he got crazy and got to the stalking nature of things early last week, and she had enough and brought it to their attention, and then they fired him within the hour.
Yeah.
So good on the university to as soon as it was out and had the proof to do it, did the right thing. And obviously he reacted unfavorably. That's landed him in jail at this point, or he's out on bail. Which if I'm going to say one personal comment about it, that scares me. You got a guy that was threatening to harm himself. You have him on suicide watch while he's in jail, and then you let him out on $25,000 bond.
Right.
With a guy with a $14 million contract is chump change. So is that smart?
That's
you know
what I mean?
Like leave him alone, I guess. Because I would assume at this point he's alone. I don't know, the family aspect of it. I doubt his wife brought him home, him home. But it's just, it's nuts. I mean, it really, it's crazy. With all the cloud that we've had with the cheating thing, the cheeseburger thing. the way Harbaugh is and was on his way out.
It's just all these
I'm
allegations.
I am over it.
All this stuff. We need a good name because we need to move on.
Yeah.
We need to move on and not have this stuff come down on us feels like every year, every other year at this point. Yeah. And I said it to you, I feel like we're turning into Michigan State, but it's not gymnastics. We need a clean slate. We need a clean slate.
Yeah,
and I'm afraid that we're not going to be able to find the person who's going to lead us to that clean slate. And
there is a new betting favorite.
Yeah.
And judging by what I'm seeing his answers in regards to Arizona State, I think at this point it's going to be Dillingham. That's
I
what
do
my gut
too.
is telling me.
Because they did come out and say he's not moving anywhere. They're going to renegotiate his contract. But the way he's been saying and using himself in a press conference is a lot different than anything that's come out.
Yeah, the board debunked it pretty, considerably. So I don't foresee that. I never understood that one from the get-go, why he would leave Alabama. It sounded like he wanted the job prior to Moore getting it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And obviously, Fish was an assistant there, but it was under Harbaugh. And I want, if we're going to talk clean slate, we need a clean slate. Like, at first, I was kind of on board with Minter.
Right.
Because I think he's done a good job in L.A., and maybe that's the assistant we should have had from the get-go. But Harbaugh, obviously, and that's the thing you got to really look at. Harbaugh recommended Sharon, but he also didn't take Sharon with him. And maybe that should have been something we should have paid attention to. The fact that he took the coordinators he wanted.
Right.
And it's worked out there. He's doing pretty good there.
Yeah.
So there's probably something to that by kind of leaving him behind, right?
Yeah.
So, and the thing is, like, if you're close to somebody like that, you usually tend to know a little bit about what's going on.
Right.
So
he knew.
It sounds like he had a reputation of
doing something like that.
Yeah, straying from his wife. So I think if you know that coming in, then maybe you don't recommend him to be a head coach at 37 years old.
Right.
So he had no pedigree on that. So that, if I'm excited about Dillingham, is there is a little bit of that clean slateness to it. Mm-hmm. He's young. He has won a championship.
Yeah.
Big 12 championship there at Arizona State for a school that had kind of been down in the dumps a little bit. That's what makes me more in favor of him than somebody like a Jed Fish. Yeah, he turned around Arizona from a 1-11 team. Washington obviously went through, a gutted roster after they did their national championship appearance. He got them 8-4, but he hasn't won anything. You know what I mean? So I don't know how that translates. I want to see somebody that's actually won on some kind of level.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting a national championship. That's hard to do. It's hard to get a national championship coach. So
I just don't know.
I can tell you I can tell you the people I don't want over the people I do want.
Yeah, sure.
I don't want Brian Kelly.
No.
Me
either.
I really am not excited about Braun. Because again, that kind of goes back in that category of what has he really won?
Yeah. I still think Braun's better than Kelly. But yeah, you're right. Like, I don't know. I just feel like whatever coach you give the opportunity to, because the coaches we're naming don't have the big job or the money that we do now.
Yeah.
Either. So, I mean, you're right. Like, I just want to know what they would call, how they would do it, how they would recruit with the stuff they would have and the facilities they would have now. Yeah. I think that's the difference for us for sure.
Yeah. And some of the stories about, they waited till the season was over to see how he did against Ohio State. That's all bullshit because, yes, you wait to the timing seemed ridiculous because of waiting till the day after signing day, but there's a window when there's a coaching change that they can come out of it. So I don't think that it was entrapment to the point where we're getting these players to stay with us. Oh, by the way, we're firing this coach. And 2 kids have gone out of it.
I think it's only been 2 though, and I think everyone else is really waiting for the decision to be made.
To me, you almost have to. How do you make that decision with not knowing all the facts?
Exactly, right. And they still have Biff right now, so I feel like he's just kind of moving right along the process of the stuff and trying to prepare for a bowl game now.
The way the team responded to him and his enthusiasm around it when Moore was suspended earlier this year, I liked him, but. Again, if you want to clean the slate, then you got to get it. And I know Biff wasn't there, through the cheating scandal. So, I want a clean slate, and I want somebody young that's going to
I don't want Biff
potentially be
myself.
there longer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Biff's doing this. I mean, he's a billionaire, for God's sakes. He's just doing it for fun.
Yeah.
You know? So it's a good presence to have, and I hope he stays on in some kind of capacity. But
right.
I don't think he can be the guy. You know,
No.
like that. I just don't think that would bode well. So I don't feel like they were holding on to this to see what he was going to do, because the timing does suck. The transfer portal opens in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We got to get somebody. I'm actually almost shocked that we haven't hired already. This is, again, we're recording on a Wednesday. I think it literally happened a week ago today.
Right.
So, I mean, it's already been a week. So, and I'm okay with, doing the due diligence. They hired an outside company to interview and try to help us figure this out.
Yeah.
So you got to make sure you get the right guy. And some of these guys, that they're being rumored are in the playoffs and bowl games and everything else. So I don't know. That's why I was a little scared we were to get Fish, because I'm like, oh, he played such an early bowl game.
Yeah,
maybe they're going to. But I think the fact that he already has his bowl game out of the way and we haven't named it tells me I think he's out of the running.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting to hear, like, also, I heard in the, like, just some of the people in the media were just saying, like, make these coaches say no, even, like, the people that got the extensions, which is interesting to hear. I mean, like, I don't know. It's just, I just feel like we have a broad, small group of people, but if we can really make these people say no, there's no, back out clause or whatever in the world is in their contracts, then go after everyone. I mean, I don't want DeBoer, but I mean, like, in the sense of, I don't think he'll ever leave Alabama. Why would you leave Bama?
I would take him. I just don't think it's feasible.
Feasible, yeah.
I mean, I would be semi excited about him.
Yeah,
because again, he took Washington to the national championship game.
Right, Washington.
So the SEC's tough, and he shouldn't have lost to Florida State, but he got, whether it's controversial or not, which we'll get to when we talk about the playoff field. He took Alabama to the playoffs,
right?
2 straight years. So, I mean, I don't know. He's winning. You know what I mean? And again, it's hard to win the whole damn thing. So
right.
And Saban's not coming out of retirement. Like,
no.
I mean, you're not going to get somebody like that. So the only thing that's interesting is I really, just because of the portal opening up, also, it always seems funny in these bowl games when a new coach is coming in, they always love to have them on the broadcast.
Yeah.
Usually during like the third quarter. So I was like, I definitely think we'll have a coach before our New Year's Eve game against Texas.
Do you think?
I would think, but if we think it's Dillingham plays on the same day.
Right.
Literally an hour before Michigan on New Year's Eve. So it may end up being after the New Year. You know what I mean? And that tells me, I think the longer it goes and we get to that New Year's Eve day, I think it's definitely Dillingham. I think they're just going to wait till after the bowl game, announce it, and
do it.
Biff will just coach. Which he's going to coach either way. Even if we hired a coach today, I think Biff's still going to coach the game. Even if it's somebody like a Brian Kelly that's available right now. Yeah. They're not going to coach the bowl game.
Right, okay.
This is not going to happen.
Yeah.
So, but more than I almost think the timing of that is why I think they're waiting on Dillingham. I really do.
Oh, man.
I think he's the guy.
I mean, I really hope so. Because if it's not him, I don't know.
I'm not excited.
I have a really not.
But I almost think no matter what, unless it's somebody that we aren't even thinking about, even the guys that are rumored to be there, I think they're all better coaches than Jerome Moore. I do. Sure. From a football perspective.
Yes, yeah. I mean, no matter what we get, I think it will be better, yeah.
And we may, even after the announcement, may lose guys, but I don't panic about it, especially guys that are just coming in.
Yeah.
They might be rated 3, 4, 5 stars, but we don't really fucking know
exactly
how they're going to do anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't like to lose guys that I know are good.
Yeah.
That I know are studs. You know what I mean? And obviously, Jaden Davis just put it in the portal, but he's barely played. Right. You know what I mean? And
I mean, he was once a 4-star here.
Get developed. So. He's going to get better. Yeah. We've got other. We just got Carr. Now Carr could flip. So that could be interesting.
That could be.
And I actually think the team to look out for Tommy Carr is Penn State.
Ooh, that would be
because Campbell actually was recruiting him when he was still at Iowa State.
Oh, okay.
And he signed with Michigan, so would not be surprised if he flips and goes to Penn State. So,
which we haven't talked about Campbell going there. How do you like that? It's still that job is so hard.
It's like what we were just talking about. Like it would be like us hiring Jed Fish, guy that he won and made that.
He did bring Ohio State.
He didn't win
back.
nothing.
He didn't win. Yeah,
he never won a Big 12. I don't think. Right?
I don't know.
I think he made a Big 12 title game appearance, but I don't think he was my pick to win it this year, but
right. That's a hard place to go and coach and win.
It is.
I mean, when you win, but you lose the games you need to win.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's an okay hire. I don't think he's a national championship coach.
Yeah, I think it's just their best. I think it's the best case scenario for them because no one else wanted the job. Everyone else was already up for that job, and people kept saying no. So, I mean, for that purpose, I think that's
maybe that's what's going on with us. I don't know. Like we got
maybe no one wants to say yes to this.
Now. So
yeah, we do have a lot of scandals. There's been a lot of.
And I would think that this. I mean, the way they handle. I mean, obviously they again hired a third party to investigate. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like we're gonna get any kind of punishment for this? I just don't understand how we would.
I think the only thing would be like we have to fire our athletic director if there's a
Manuel might.
Which he might need to go now even without the investigation.
He's kind of a roller coaster for me though. I mean, he did hire Dusty May, and then obviously the basketball team is still a juggernaut right now.
Yeah.
So maybe we stop talking about football. I mean, we're a
basketball school.
We've been number one in hockey for over a month now. We should be number one in basketball. We're number one.
I think both
every ranking except
and women's basketball is great.
Number 6.
Yeah, I mean,
the only loss was the UConn by single digits.
Yeah,
they look like a juggernaut. So
we need to be looking at the other teams.
Other athletics are doing very well right now.
Yes, yeah.
And listen, it has come out that Moore was texting this girl during halftime of games, including the Ohio State game. We went fucking 9-3 without true leadership the whole year.
Yeah,
that's actually pretty condemnable. I
will say.
Think about that.
Yeah,
his mind was not on our fucking team.
You've been in the mind, over her,
and we went 9-3.
Yeah.
So that's encouraging. You just get the right guy in there. I think they can turn it around pretty quick.
Yeah.
So let's move on.
Let's move. Yeah.
We don't want to talk about it no more. Yeah. So I want to talk about the conference championship game recaps real quick. We're not going to go through each game. We'll just highlight the 5. And if you recall, if you listened to the last episode, instead of going through our locks and our underdog of the week, we went through each conference championship game. If we felt differently about the outcome, we agreed that we would take the other team. Mm. And if you got the underdog, you got extra points for that win. If you had the favorite, then you got 3 points out of that. So we were different on 5 games: Troy, UNLV, Indiana, Duke, and Alabama. And Tyler won all 5.
Give me all of them.
All 5 of them. 19-0 in points because a few of them were underdogs. Three of them were underdogs.
Yeah.
That you won outright. So
I loved them, man. I loved it. I loved it so much.
I feel like I got forced into some of the picks.
You did
to make it interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't love the Alabama pick. I did like the UNLV one. Mm-hmm. Man, Boise just owns them. I really thought
it was
I think that's the 5th or 6th straight time that they've beaten them, especially with something on the line. Mm-hmm. They just can't get over the hump of losing. They can't do it. Indiana beating Ohio State.
You had Ohio State minus 4.5.
I did. I was really thought that Ohio State was going to cover handily. That's a loss that I'm happy to take it. Yeah. I'm happy to take it. Boy, when you punch Ryan Day in the mouth,
it's so funny.
He panics. He panics, and again, I really feel like Michigan pissed them off. They got the right draw last year for sure. Tennessee was an extremely overrated team. Then they get Oregon after a bye after playing them very tough in the regular season.
Yeah, that
was ripe for an upset, big time. And then by the time you got to the end of the draw, because of that, the buys hurting everybody. Notre Dame makes a run. To me, the only, in my opinion, the most impressive win in Ohio State's playoff run was Texas. I really thought Texas was going to beat them. I thought they'd beat them this year, and they didn't.
Right.
So obviously they kind of have their number. But that was the one impressive win to me. But Tennessee was overrated, and you got them at home, which was very helpful.
Yeah.
You get Oregon after Oregon had to sit for a fucking month without playing football.
Right.
In a rematch game, which we've always said that's always tough to beat a team twice. Mm-hmm. Texas was the impressive win. And then you get fucking Notre Dame in the championship game. So it's just the draw was there, and I get it. Oh, this run, they made all these top 5 teams. That's going to happen again the way the playoff format has. So they were the first team to do it, so I'll give them that credit. But I don't think Ohio State's going to win it all. I don't.
Yeah.
They could get the right draws. I think if they get Miami as a first game, I think they can win that one.
Yeah, they're on the right side. I will say they're they're on the right side of the teams that they'll have to play, or maybe will play is good for them to make it in there. I do not think you beat Georgia right now. Georgia looks good.
Georgia looks good right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have. I mean,
they're on the up and up.
We'll make our playoff predictions, but I do have Georgia in the final.
Yeah.
So, Duke wins the fucking ACC. That was another one. I probably should have figured that was going to happen too, but I really thought Virginia knows. Virginia knows if we win, we're in. So I bought into that by sticking behind them. So kudos to you. We'll recap the point standings a little bit later after we do the NFL.
I loved a lot of those games, yeah.
But that 19-0 win in those 5 games is the difference in the standings literally right now. So I will give that spoiler alert. But
we have to come up with something for these bowl games now for you to, get back around.
Yeah, maybe we get to do that as we go through them if we feel different.
Yeah, we can.
We'll talk that out and see what we want to do.
Yeah.
But I'm scared now. I'm afraid to pull the trigger because that completely backfired on me for sure. So the playoff bracket. When that selection show was on last Tuesday, I could not wait to record. I could not wait to record.
This was truly a TV show, a great entertainment day.
Yes.
This was one that, I wish this was on every week, and it was like the same feeling you get when you, it's like the same funny show. Notre Dame is not in it. I feel like...
and I've always hated Notre Dame. I wanted to be so happy about it, yet I just cannot fathom how they jumped them after. Now let me tell you something. I do think Miami deserved to go over them. I feel like head-to-head should matter.
Because head-to-head should matter.
Yes, and you had no other common opponents that you could say. Did Notre Dame have the better losses? Yes. Yes, they did.
Right.
But one of those losses was to Miami. So I can't.
Right.
I can't. But
right.
The thing that I will say on Notre Dame's behalf, the one thing that Freeman and the university said that was right is, what the fuck is the point of the rankings if you're just going to jump them when neither team plays and neither common opponent that they played won? That you could say, oh, that loss looks even better now. None of that happened. None of it. The only thing that happened that was different was they essentially did not want to shut out the ACC.
Yeah.
Which I can somehow agree with that, okay?
Right.
And this is Notre Dame's problem. Join a fucking conference.
Yeah.
Just join a conference and you probably would have been fine.
Yeah.
And the fact is they have an ACC-heavy schedule, so they're essentially a de facto ACC team. So the committee could have left them in because they are quote-unquote an ACC team anyway, right?
Right.
So by Duke winning the championship game, I understand the logic. I don't agree with it. I understand the logic by saying, okay, we can't take a 5-loss Duke team in, so we got to take an ACC team.
Yeah.
Miami's the best ACC team. That is hands down.
That's correct.
Unequivocally, yes.
Yes.
Okay. And that's the other problem. The other problem has nothing to do with the committee.
Yeah.
Is these stupid fucking tiebreakers. It should have been Miami, Virginia in the ACC title game. Okay.
Right.
And if Miami loses that game, then Notre Dame is in. Mm-hmm. Right. But if they win, then they're the ACC champ. They earn their way in, and piss on Notre Dame for not playing in a conference championship game.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what it should have been. Having a 5-loss Duke team in that game was stupid in itself.
Absurd.
And I understand they won the tiebreaker. Well, the tiebreaker's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So get rid of it.
You need to do whatever the conference now has, because we also had East to West last year.
And this is what's tough about having so many teams in these conferences. They don't play each other. Mm-hmm. You can't play every single team to say, oh, head-to-head, what happened?
Yeah. Now we're never going to have a good enough understanding of our head-to-head matchups without them joining a conference, too. And to then just sit out of a bowl game is truly absurd.
Well, that's another stuff. I mean, and I don't agree like that.
Truly absurd.
And that's the thing. That's the culture that we're into now, right? This has turned into, and I get it from the players' perspective when they're getting ready to declare for the draft that they don't want to go play a meaningless game.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things, they don't want to get injured. That's fine.
Yeah.
But what are you these are student athletes.
Yeah.
Okay? Student athletes. Mm-hmm. This is what you want to fucking teach them?
Right.
Oh, you don't get your way, so we're just not going to fucking play.
Right. I heard they let them vote on it. I'm like, why are you letting them vote on it? They are children still, and they are still wanting to play on a big stage at a high level.
Yeah.
And you're able to do that playing someone else because your record, you were just out, so you're going to have a great game. I just don't get
and
it.
That's well. The
thing
that makes that I find funny, and at least this is my attitude on it. I would want to go prove to you, you left us out. I'm going to go show you whoever we play, we're kicking their ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whether it was a team that was on the bubble, so to speak, playoff wise, and I don't even know where they would have landed. I would love to know who replaced them. Basically, like where would they have put Notre Dame? Which bowl game would they have ended up in? I don't know. I think the Citrus Bowl, Michigan, Texas, was kind of a foregone conclusion.
Well, isn't that like the one you play? Yeah, that's. I think that's right. Like I think they would have played like a Vanderbilt, but like
that would have been. I mean, Vanderbilt was a team that some people, who I would have loved to see them play was BYU.
Okay,
because that to me. That is actually like Notre Dame and Miami are sitting over fighting about who should have got the spot. I think it should have been fucking BYU.
Yeah,
they only lost to one team who. Another spoiler alert: I have in the national title game Texas Tech. I think Texas Tech is scary good.
Yeah, they are.
And they kind of kicked BYU's ass in both of them.
Right.
And I really thought BYU can at least hang the second time around, and they didn't.
Yeah.
So to me, that just proved how good Texas Tech really is.
Right.
I think BYU is kind of good.
I think
and they had good wins. If you look at their strength of schedule compared to Notre Dame and Miami's, it was better. So I think they had the most beef, right?
Right.
Of the teams that we're not talking about. So that's the bowl game I would have loved to have seen. It was Notre Dame and BYU.
Yeah.
And if Notre Dame would have kicked their ass like they had been their last 10 opponents, okay.
Maybe you could have said something.
Maybe you could have.
Yeah.
And this is the problem. This is why I always said there should have been 8. 8 was the fucking number. That's the number that it should have been.
Yeah.
I don't think you're ever going to get... You're definitely not going to get a national champion from James Madison or Tulane. No. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Could Tulane maybe beat Ole Miss? Because, again, they're seeing them for a second time. And Ole Miss is going through the coaching change? Maybe. I could see that upset. I'm not going to pick it.
No,
but I could see it. James Madison has 0 chance against Oregon. I'll say that.
Yeah.
But someday, one of those kinds of teams will upset somebody. They're going to get somebody at the right time that they're going to pull off an upset. None of those teams are ever going to win fucking 4 games in a row and win the national title.
Right.
So if you want to put those kinds of teams in, if you're not going to be at 8, then I actually think the number is 16. I've never understood 12. And again, I think the buys hurt, and that proved that last year. I'm glad they tweaked the rule this year. Instead of the automatic qualifier with the buy, it's now just the top 4
It's
teams.
just top 4.
Fine. But I wouldn't be surprised if half of those lose, So
I know.
we'll see what happens.
I know.
But I do think that if you're going to have these smaller schools get in, and you're going to have beef with a 2-loss team like we did this year, and especially with Notre Dame not being in a conference, and now they got this memorandum where they're guaranteed now if they're in the top 12, which other schools would be like, wait a minute, why not us? But 16, then you got to go to 16, and then they would have been in, okay? And maybe, and I agree, we were going to hopefully have Dante on, but Dante, like his team, opted out of calling in. He really didn't. I just wanted to throw that line in there. But we're recording in the afternoon, so he just didn't have time to get on. But he was very, very upset, obviously. That when he was texting me, I'm like, I got to get him on. I got to get him on. He was fired up. But yeah, he definitely feels, and I agree with him, that Notre Dame has a better shot of making a run than a James Madison or a Tulane does. Yes, they do. But I'm okay with rewarding the season and winning your conference. And again, join a fucking conference.
Join a conference.
And then maybe you can have that argument, So they have to.
They have to.
They
it's
have
coming
to.
down
if
to
you really.
If you
now,
really
again, they got this memorandum, and now they're just in the top 12. They're fine.
Yeah.
And then they would have been this year. But the only beef I think they have is I don't understand why they jumped them. And again, the logic was, okay, they want to really have an ACC team in.
Yeah.
Then fucking make that one of your qualifiers.
Right.
Like, okay, this is a conference that automatically gets a bid. And then everybody in the world was knowing that, okay, if Duke wins this game, Notre Dame's fucked. Yeah. At least they would have known instead of waiting till Tuesday. When for weeks it was Notre Dame's ahead of Miami. Notre Dame's ahead of Miami. Notre Dame's ahead of Miami. And then the last week, when they don't fucking play and none of their common opponents play, you change it. That's stupid.
That's absurd.
And how many times have I complained about preseason rankings?
Yeah.
Right? Because there is a bias in the... It's why Michigan's not number 1 in the AP in basketball.
Right.
Because they weren't that high, and Arizona was already ahead of them. And so they're like forgetting the eye test right now that Michigan's looked better.
Yeah.
And they're just going to keep Arizona number 1 until they fucking lose. Which
exactly.
I don't really care in basketball because 68 teams are getting into that tournament, right?
Right.
And they're going to give you a number 1 seed if they're in the top 4. So
yeah.
I'm okay with that. But football, it's different. There's very few spots in the grand scheme of things. So I get rid of the fucking rankings. Like, I get it that it gives people something to talk about and it's a television show at the end of the day. But this is what's wrong with it right here.
Yeah. Because
like you had them in your head.
All this time, you thought that they were going to make it. Notre Dame was supposed to make it. You put them ahead of them for the entire time. And then right the last week, you turn it around.
And the other thing that they're saying
why
is
they're upset, too.
The other thing was BYU was in between them, right?
Yeah.
Notre Dame was 11, BYU was 12, Miami was 13, I think. Or maybe it was 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
11, whatever.
Something.
BYU was in between them. So BYU loses another game, they drop. And now they're saying, now they're next to each other. And now we look at head-to-head. That's still stupid. Like, they have the same fucking record. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't... Because they're side by side next to each other.
Right.
Then you're going to... Like, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
That is the most absurd thing. And the only other way around that is by not having rankings, which they're not going to do.
Which you're not going to do. Yeah.
So, the only other way to solve it is go to 16. But guess what? Someday, when they do go to 16, because it's going to happen,
they're kind of going to...
17 and 18 are going to be pissed off.
Yeah.
So, that's the reality. And no matter whatever number we come up with, the team that's left out feels left out.
Feels left out.
And that's never going to change.
It's no. So. I can't. And it was the funniest thing. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
But, like, I do understand where Notre Dame fans are coming from in that sense. The entire time, I'm above them. Yeah. And then in the last week, you really finally do that.
And people are mad about Alabama. So. Like, what's your argument on that? Do you think Notre Dame do you think Notre Dame and Miami both should have got in and Alabama should have been out because of the 3 losses?
Yeah, I mean, like, there's too much.
I don't like Alabama's loss to Florida State now.
Right.
Like at the beginning of the year when Florida State
because that immediately after that.
Well, it looked maybe like Florida State's turned it around. I think for me, the conference championship game is kind of a disadvantage to play that extra game.
Right.
When other teams aren't playing and can't lose. The tiebreaker for me is they did beat Georgia earlier in the year. So you tied essentially
your head,
So I'm okay with that loss not necessarily costing them. I wouldn't have kept them at the 9. I think you got to drop them a little bit.
Probably the last one in, right? Like
right, and now now you get again a rematch with a team that beat them on their field. They get to go to Norman now.
Yeah.
I actually think Alabama's going to win that game now.
Yeah,
so
I think they might.
As much as people are complaining about them having 3 losses, I don't care. You're trying to take the 12 best teams and take the 12 best teams.
Yeah.
Problem is, you're not taking the 12 best because you took Tulane and James Madison.
Right. So you could maybe even argue those two, James Madison and Tulane, who did have great years, did not play. Or they played. I mean, Tulane played
Ole Miss and got their ass kicked. But
yeah,
they played
exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, I just feel like you could say something about that too. Like you're leaving them in, and Notre Dame, who's had 2 great losses, is now out.
This is what I love about March Madness: the beauty of seeing these small schools get a shot,
right?
And once in a blue
moon. And you know what?
Some of them make Final Four runs. George Mason, Florida Atlantic, which Florida Atlantic was a 9 seed. So, but you see some of these double-digit seeds in basketball make a run.
None
of them have ever won the national championship.
Yeah. You never feel left out
different. You only
in
have
basketball.
Five people in basketball.
Exactly.
Not 11 guys on
But I think as a fan myself for basketball, I don't ever feel left out. And if I do feel left out, I'm the first 4 playing in the tournament in Ohio. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in Dayton. So, like, those are the things I think about. Like, I never feel left out in basketball. But, yes, you're right. We're feeling left out now, and with 16, you're going to feel left out. With 20, you're going to feel left out.
Yeah.
So, until there's above 25 teams, or 25 top teams in the ranking.
So, I think the recap,
that will be the thing.
It sounds like, do you agree with the teams that are in? Are you okay with the teams that made the playoff?
Yes, the way that they structured the playoff and how they say they're making the rankings, they're sticking to what they've said and how they're doing it. And putting James Madison Tulane in is the right thing to do.
Okay.
I do believe that.
I agree. I like the teams that are in. I don't like how they did it.
No.
I don't like the changing of the rankings. So
I think that was awful.
That was
the
stupid.
way they did it. Yeah.
How they did it was stupid.
Yeah.
I'll agree on that. But I'm fine with the teams that are in.
Yeah.
And I also disagree with Notre Dame not playing in the bowl game.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you want to somehow stick it to the end, like you got to go.
You go out there and you blow
that just shows me that you're not even confident you can win a bowl game.
Yeah.
So that's just what I feel. So, all right. Well, we'll go into not only the playoff field, we'll kind of tackle the upcoming bowl games, and as we get progress to the playoffs and see what we feel.
Yeah.
So, I think just because of time, the Christmas holiday season, I think we're both in agreement. We'll probably go ahead and pick our bowl games.
Yeah, we'll pick all the way up
and the playoff. I say more than likely. Do you think you're going to be here New Year's Eve for the Michigan game at 3:00?
More than likely, yeah.
All right, I say maybe New Year's Eve morning before.
We could do that then,
because then we'll have our matchups for that night. Whoever Ohio State will be playing, plus the New Year's Day games.
Right, that's great.
Which would be like the next round. So I think we target that, and maybe if we find a day in between that works better, we can.
Then we can just pick out.
So we are going to go ahead and pick all the way up. To New Year's Eve anyway, up until the Cotton
So the
Bowl.
30th, right?
Yeah. Well, 30. No, we'll go 31st.
Oh, we'll go through that.
Games,
okay, cool.
Just in case we don't get on the air right away.
Perfect.
So there's already been 3 as of recording.
Yeah.
I did text Tyler his picks. Obviously, we're doing our little family pick'em that we always do with my brother and my girls and everybody. So we got 6 of us in it. Kendall is 3-0 right now. Has picked all 3 of them correctly. So,
that's amazing.
You're 1-2 right now. You got a little.
I think I remember having a good year last year, and I told you before we started recording, I don't like these games this year. And I'm already off to a bad start. So here we are. Yeah.
All right. We'll start with today's game. Today is Wednesday, December 17th. The Cure Bowl starts in about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Old Dominion versus South Florida.
I love South Florida here. I saw this game from the beginning. I think South Florida will win this game and dominate too, to be honest.
What's so funny is I felt like I picked these a week ago, so I have them already circled. For some reason, I thought I picked Old Dominion.
Oh, really?
I circled South Florida.
Yeah.
I'll stick with it.
You think Old Dominion can win that game?
I think they could.
Maybe. Yeah. I could. I mean,
I'm picking South Florida, but I picked South Florida, but.
This is why I wish there were spreads in this, man. I love spreads. Money lines scare me a lot. I
can pull them up and see what they are as we go through. I'll do that. Our sheet that we're looking at does not share them. And those, these bowl games, you never know.
You never know.
Unless you're doing all your research, who's playing, who's not. South Florida is favored by 4.
Okay.
Tonight, the 68 Ventures Bowl. These are all ESPN unless we say otherwise. Louisiana, Delaware. Are you going Delaware again? Remember when they were your lock?
They freaking made me so upset that I'm going against them again. So
yeah, I like Louisiana in this. They're only 1.5 point favorites, but I do like Louisiana. Tomorrow, the Xbox Bowl. This is the first ever. This is replacing the Bahamas Bowl as that stadium.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Going through renovations. So I can't remember where it's at, but. It's Missouri State and Arkansas State, 9 o'clock on ESPN2. Arkansas State's favored by 1.5, and that is who I picked. Now, I made all my picks without looking at lines, by the way.
Okay.
I will say that for disclosure. It's all gut feeling for me on a lot of these.
Well, a lot. I like Arkansas State here myself. I think they're the better team here, honestly. But we'll see for sure. This is one I don't really follow either of these two teams, and they're 1-7-5 and 1-6-6. So here we are. I don't know about this one.
Well, so far, at least these 3 games, we were different coming out of the gate, but these 3 were the same right now. Mm-hmm. Friday, 11 a.m., Myrtle Beach Bowl, Kennesaw State and Western Michigan. I'm going Western Michigan. They also are favored by 3.5.
Yeah, I do like Western Michigan as well.
Damn.
I am with you so far.
No matter what, I'm going to keep a 1-game lead for after the next 5.
Yeah, so far I gotta find. We're gonna find some differences. I think. I hope.
Eventually.
Yeah.
The Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl Friday at 2:30. Memphis and NC State. I'm going Memphis. They actually are 4.5 point underdogs.
Yeah, I like NC State here.
Okay.
That was my pick. I'm in another pick. I have another pick'em bowl on ESPN, so I'm going through those and remembering which one I picked. So I do like NC State there. Yeah.
Do you want to go back to what we did for the conference championship? If we feel different, whoever has the underdog, gets 5 points. If the favorite wins, you get 3.
Okay.
Do you want to do that?
I'm nervous. No, we should do
You have a
it.
19-point lead right now, you son of a bitch.
We should do it for the people.
I need to come back.
Yeah.
All right, so Kevin's going Memphis.
Yeah.
And again, they're 4.5 point underdogs. So if Memphis wins or covers, I get the 5, you get 3.
Okay.
You get 3.
Yeah.
If NC State wins. All right. Next game, actually Friday night is when the playoffs do start. 8 o'clock on ABC. Number 9 Alabama, number 8 Oklahoma. And you know me, I'm a Boomer Sooner at heart. They're my second team.
I'm shocked you're not picking them, to be honest.
I'm rooting for them.
Yeah.
I'll be decked out in red and white on Friday. I promise you that. But of course, Alabama's red and white as well. But I just think this is right for an Alabama revenge game. Oklahoma is a 1.5 favorite.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take Alabama to win the game.
I don't like Alabama at this point right now.
You don't like them?
I don't. Coming off the Georgia loss sucks. I don't know. I don't think that their team is as good as I thought they were going to be. Right now, I think Oklahoma, and they have Mateer back, they're playing steadily okay. And I think that's good enough for this game. So I like Oklahoma here.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to take Bama.
Okay.
All right. So 1.5. Of course, I took Bama in the conference championship. That did not work out for me.
Yeah.
All right. Noon on ABC on Saturday. Notre Dame and Texas. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Miami. Miami and Texas A&M. Sorry, Rudy. As you can see from our thumbnail. Yeah. Rudy entered the transfer portal.
Yeah.
Number 10 Miami, number 7 Texas A&M. I have a bad feeling that Miami might upset them.
Yeah.
But for the sake of Matt and his brother Tim, I'm gigging them all the way. It's the team I want to see win the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't think they will, but I would like to see. And I think they have the better shot of beating Ohio State than Miami does. So I'll take gig them. They are favored by 3.5, but I have a bad feeling Miami could upset.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't like this game at all. I do like I have A&M here. I think that even though they lost to Texas at the end of the year, I think this team is still very good. I just don't know where their defense lies, and that's what scares me the most. I think this game will go over, and I think it's just who has the ball last who can score too. So I like A&M though. I'm hoping.
3:30 on Saturday. Number 11 Tulane, number 6 Ole Miss. Again, another rematch from earlier in the year. Ole Miss blew them out at home as well. They're favored by 17.5 again. I actually think Tulane could hang around.
I would definitely
think Ole Miss
take.
is going to win, but
you definitely take that 17 points.
I like the 17.5.
Yeah,
but I'll take Ole Miss to win the game.
I like Ole Miss here, no matter what. I think the coaching change. You're right; they're going through it, but this team is just much better than Tulane right now, and I just like I like Ole Miss here. So,
okay.
Yeah.
And then the last first round game Saturday night at 7:30. By the way, the Tulane game and this game is on TNT. James Madison and Oregon. Oregon favored by 21.5. I like Oregon to cover. I think this might be like
I think it's gonna be a rout
kind of game.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's gonna be a rout. I like Oregon a lot. I think everything Dan's doing. I think they're just moving in the right direction. And I think this team is going to make it very far. I have them making it very far. So I like Oregon.
Okay. By the way, since we've been off the air, major upset in FCS. North Dakota State loses their first playoff game to Illinois State, conference rival. Real quick, semifinals. Montana's at Montana State.
Yeah. And
Illinois State at Villanova. Who do you like in the national title game?
I like what after losing to after beating the Penguins, I actually like Nova. I like Nova to move on again.
Okay.
I like what they're doing. And then what was the other game again?
Montana State.
Yeah. I don't know. That one's interesting. I like Montana. I think I would take Montana there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going the other way on both.
Oh, really?
I'll say Montana State and Illinois State.
Okay. Yeah.
We won't do any points for that game, but I'm just gonna be on the record that I'll go the opposite.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on from bowl games, they get a break Sunday for the NFL. The famous Idaho Potato Bowl on the blue turf, Monday, December 22nd, 2 o'clock. Yeah. Washington State and Utah State. Washington State challenged themselves, went on the road out to the East Coast, played Ole Miss tough, played Virginia tough, couldn't pull out wins. I think they win this game. They're 1.5 point underdogs, actually, to Utah State, but I like Washington State.
I agree with you. I think they're more battle tested than Utah State is. I'm not really sure who's Utah State has played, but I do like Washington State in this spot. I really do. Okay. They're 2.5 point dogs too, which is interesting to see. I don't know why. I don't know where that came from, but
it's really
crazy.
The Boca Raton Bowl of Beans. Love it. Shout out to Bushes.
Yeah.
December 23rd, 2 o'clock, Toledo and Louisville. I picked Toledo.
You did?
I did.
Oh, man.
I circled it. I don't know why.
Can we write that one down, please? Can we write that down?
We'll do it. I'll roll with them.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're underdogs. I'll have to look it up.
Toledo is 8.5.
I got 6.5
on
this one.
I'll take 6.5.
There you go. Now you're already backing off.
Yeah.
All right, so...
that's like one I think only one I might win at this point.
Well, I'm taking Toledo points, right?
Yeah. Right. So you have 6.5. Yeah.
6.5. All right. Yeah,
I like.
I circled it. Again, sometimes it's going to gut. I'm not going to be one of the ones that changes my pick.
Yeah.
Because that's when you really get burned. So it's what I circled. I'm going to roll with it. On the same day, Tuesday, December 23rd, 5:30, New Orleans Bowl, Western Kentucky and Southern Miss. Yeah. Western Kentucky's 5.5 point favorites. I like the Hilltoppers.
I do too. I like Western Kentucky here. I think that they're just. I don't know what their schedules were, but I think they just play better teams. They're 8-4 and they're 7-5. So, Western Kentucky.
Tuesday the 23rd at 9 o'clock, UNLV in Ohio. Ohio's getting 6.5. I like them.
Yeah,
to win this game outright. Honestly.
I like UNLV in this spot. Okay. It's one that I think UNLV can go out and maybe win and beat.
Write another one then.
Yeah.
Kevin, let's take Ohio. Got 4 underdogs here. You did not like any of the underdogs yet.
No,
that's different.
That's a scary
thing. That we're different on.
Well, so I'm picking right now off of just money lines, right?
Okay.
For that.
For this.
For that.
Yeah.
6.5. I see 3.5. Well, this is from when they first posted it, so that's why.
Okay. Yeah. These are updated as of right now.
Yeah, I might lose a lot of those, to be honest, because I'm picking off of money lines. You know what I mean? So, which that's fine. You can come back. You can come back. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
All right. The Hawaii Bowl, Christmas Eve, 8 o'clock, ESPN. Mm-hmm. As you're putting the presents under the tree, this is my yearly tradition watching this game.
Yeah.
While Tanya's putting the, I'm watching the game. I help at this point, and usually putting her stocking stuffers in during this game. So, but I always go to bed by like the third, fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Right? Like we're going to bed 10, 11 o'clock. I watch this game on Christmas morning. This is my tradition. California and Hawaii. So essentially a home game for Hawaii. They're 6-5 is their record when Hawaii plays in this bowl game.
Yeah.
At home. So not overwhelming with having home field advantage. Mm-hmm. With that being said, they're 1.5 point underdogs. I'll take Hawaii though.
I like Hawaii here. I really do. I don't know what it is, but I think that they win this game. You're right. They don't really have that much of an advantage at home. I just think that they're gonna win it here and beat Cal. The Cal is just not great at all. So.
Christmas Day, there is a break for the bowl games. Mm-hmm. A couple NFL games, including the Vikings, so keep an eye on that. The Game Above Sports Bowl, December 26th, Central Michigan and Northwestern. I took Northwestern. They're favored by 10.5, by the way.
Yeah.
I think Northwestern wins this game.
I like Northwestern a lot here. I love 10.5. You can give me probably 12 or 13 here. I like that too. This is going to be... Yeah.
The Rate Bowl, same day, 4:30 on ESPN, New Mexico and Minnesota. I kind of went back and forth on this one. Mm-hmm. Michigan opened the year with New Mexico. Jason Eck is kind of a, possible Michigan candidate if you're trying to go somebody off the wall a little bit. I like the Gophers. They're favored by 2.5. I'll row the boat, I guess, for this game.
Yeah, I do like Minnesota here. I do think that they're the better team. I hope that gets them far enough.
Right.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens there. I do like Minnesota.
First Responder Bowl, 8 o'clock on the 26th. Florida International, Texas, San Antonio. I like UTSA. They're also favored by 9.5.
Give me the Roadrunners, man. I think they're a better team. Don't really watch these two either, but yeah, UTSA.
Let's go the New Mexico Bowl. Or I'm sorry, I skipped a couple here. Full slate on Saturday, December 27th. We got a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 bowl games on Tanya's birthday. So I
wow.
got news for her.
Yeah.
8 bowl games on Saturday, December 27th.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's a snowy day, just grab your blanket and enjoy the games.
Yeah.
Military Bowl kicks off at 11 a.m. Pitt and East Carolina. I took Pitt, but you know me. I don't trust Narduzzi.
Yeah.
He's a 9.5 point favorite in this game. I could totally see East Carolina upsetting him. I picked Pitt, but I did it reluctantly.
Yeah, I have Pitt here too. There's no way. He's already lost the big ones this year. He's going to win a bowl game. Okay. He's going to give Pitt the fans a bowl game. All right, we'll be just fine. Right. Just fine.
Noon Pinstripe Bowl, Penn State and Clemson. Man, 2 teams that maybe at the beginning of the year I thought was going to be a playoff contender.
Yeah.
Which I forgot to shout that out, by the way. We'll do that real quick.
Oh, do you have the?
Oh, I've got our playoff picks, brother.
Oh, God.
You end up with a grand total of 3. Alabama, Georgia, and the Ohio State. That's it. So I beat you.
Okay.
By 1.
Oh, wow. You had 4?
I had 4. Oregon, Oklahoma, Georgia, and Miami.
Wow.
So I picked 4 right, but I'm more impressed with my 4.
Yeah, I will say
2
the
of
4 that
kinda,
you have are good picks.
Oklahoma and Miami were a little bit off the wall. So So
well, who would have thought we would have had James Madison and Tulane?
Well,
right.
You know what? I mean, I think we both picked Boise at the beginning of the year,
right?
Or, and then we both got on the South Florida train. You got on the Memphis. I was on
Memphis for
train
for a
week, and so. But I never would have really imagined 2 smaller schools like that making it. So I guess we got to pick a winner: Penn State, Clemson. Mm-hmm. I think the Nittany Lions are getting something going here. I'm going to go ahead and pick Penn State. They're 3.5 point underdogs actually, but I'll take Penn State in this game.
Yeah, I like Clemson here. Okay. I like what just the fact they have Dabo still. That's what I'm really going off of.
Am I writing it down? You're going to stay away from some of these. I didn't realize that all of them were.
Yeah, they're all like. I will say, if we can replace the Ohio one with Clemson and Penn State, is that okay?
That's okay.
Okay, all right. Okay.
So I'll take Penn State.
I like the other ones, though. That's
okay,
fine.
I'll take Penn State. Yeah, they're small enough lines.
Okay.
Penn State, we're taking Ohio off the board. I'll recap them at the end.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to take Penn State, and I'm getting 3.5.
Okay, cool.
All right, so where we leave off? Fenway Bowl. 2:15 on that Saturday. UConn and Army. I'm not picking against Army.
No, I'm not either, man.
Favorites anyway.
I'm not either. I
should have won. Should have won Army
Navy game.
Blue.
They should have.
Should have won.
Yeah. I like Army though. Yeah, okay. I agree with you 100%.
That was another candidate. Name was floated out there for Michigan. Jeff Monken. I don't know. Just stay in Army.
Yeah. I don't know.
I like him.
How would that go?
I don't know.
Recruiting and stuff.
I don't know. Just stay on. Stay on. You've made them relevant, and I appreciate that. I don't.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? You bring that offense with you? Come on.
Exactly.
The Pop-Tarts Bowl, 3:30 ABC, Georgia Tech and BYU. So this is where BYU landed. I like them. I was kind of high on Georgia Tech earlier, and is Haynes King playing? Who knows? But either way, you know what? BYU
I think they've taken a step
to one
back.
team. I think BYU wins again.
I do too. I think Georgia Tech has also taken a step back. And you're right. Who knows if King is playing or not? But I like BYU here, and I just think that they maybe have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder of just losing the same team twice. So I think want to show something.
All these games on that Saturday are on ESPN and ABC, except for one, the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl.
This is great.
You can find that at 4:30 on the CW. Check your local listings.
Yeah.
Miami of Ohio and Fresno State. Again, I picked these without ever looking at lines. I took the Redhawks. Okay. They're actually 4.5 point underdogs.
Yeah, I like Fresno State here. The team that I don't know. I want to write that one down. I don't know.
He's afraid of the flipping on him.
Dude, I just these are like a lot of these lines I love that are favored. I think Fresno State was this game. If you can write it down, write it down.
Write it down.
Write it down.
I got the Redhawks.
What do you have? What is it? What's the line right now?
4.5.
Okay, that's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
All right. We're going to go New Mexico Bowl. North Texas and San Diego State. North Texas is still ranked. I tell you what, bunch of turnovers in that game against Tulane. I
Yeah.
still feel like they could have won that game. They just couldn't finish drives, especially early.
Right.
But I actually like San Diego State in this game.
Do you
They're
really?
getting 3. I like the way their defense is. I think they could force some turnovers in this game and pull the upset.
Okay. I like North Texas. I think. Yeah, you can write that down. Yeah.
SDSU, baby.
Yeah.
I like them.
I think North Texas likes this game. You're right, and like you said, they couldn't finish a lot of drives. They might hear. I think they could hear. So if they can, I think they win this game.
Okay. 7:30 at ABC that night. Number 19 Virginia at Missouri. I like Missouri. They're favored by 6.5 too.
I like Missouri a lot. Virginia played such a close game against Duke, ended up losing. I think they do have that chip, but the fact they played them so close, I think Missouri's just upright, just completely better than Duke and Virginia. So that's why I like Missouri here.
Okay. The Texas Bowl to round out that Saturday full slate of games. LSU and number 21 Houston. Give me the Cougars. LSU's offense just
I love the
shit.
Cougars.
They're favored by 3. I like Houston.
I do too. I love the Cougars here. No coach in LSU.
LSU will be better next year.
They will be.
Promise.
Yeah.
I promise they will be, but
Yeah.
this is just not their year. So skip Sunday because of NFL again. Monday the 29th, the Birmingham Bowl at 2 o'clock. Georgia Southern finally found an opponent. App State.
Yeah.
They had to ask about 8 different schools to play them. So they finally landed on App State, who finished 5-7. By the way, they went down the line. Nobody wanted to play bowl games. This was after Iowa State, Kansas State all opted out.
That's crazy.
Big 12 fined them, by the way.
Yeah.
Kudos for App State for stepping up, but I like Georgia Southern. They're favored by 6.5. I think they win.
I agree. I think that Georgia Southern's going to win this game, and you're right. And as people stepping up, I think it's great. But the fact that they were 7th or 8th on the list is the reason why I think Georgia Southern's going to win.
Correct.
So.
That's the only game that day. Tuesday the 30th at 2 o'clock, Coastal Carolina and Louisiana Tech. Didn't really follow either team. I took Louisiana Tech, and I see they're favored by 9.5. So
I like the Bulldogs.
Looks like a good pick.
Yeah, I like the Bulldogs here. I think they look good enough to win this game, so we'll see. Yeah.
Okay. Tuesday the 30th at 5:30, Music City Bowl, Tennessee and Illinois. Kind of a home game for Tennessee being in Nashville.
Right.
They are 2.5-point favorites. I think Tennessee wins. I'm a little disappointed in Illinois. That was one of my surprise playoff picks that didn't pan out. So
I can see this game going actually either way, to be honest with you. I think both teams have actually taken a point where they're actually pretty even, as I see it. But I like Tennessee here, and I'm hoping they can win.
Okay. The Alaba Bowl at 9 o'clock that night, number 16 USC and TCU. I like the Trojans big in this game.
Yeah, me too. I love
only
the
favored by
Trojans
3.5, but
I love Trojans here. TCU had a fun game to start off the year. Thought people maybe they'd be back, and but other than that, really haven't had a great year. So I like the Trojans.
Okay. Let's pick the 4 games that are on New Year's Eve. There is going to be a 5th, the Cotton Bowl. Ohio State will play the winner of Miami and A&M, but we kind of plan on at least getting on the air probably prior to the Michigan game. So we'll wait on those to see who their opponent's going to be. Mm-hmm. But the New Year's Eve kickoff will be the RealiQuest Bowl, which was what Michigan was in last year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this will be noon on ESPN. Number 23 Iowa, number 14 Vanderbilt. I'm all over Vanderbilt. I know Iowa's been better.
Yeah, they can really keep teams in it, but I think Vanderbilt's a much better team than what they've been playing. Of course, Iowa did play well against Oregon, if I remember correctly. Yeah. But Vanderbilt, I think, is just a better team. That's going to win. So.
Okay. Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl, 2 o'clock on CBS. Maybe our coach, Arizona State, playing Duke.
I did see, though, is it Manny Diaz?
Manny Diaz.
I did see another name.
Maybe our coach is in this game.
Maybe
it's not even the guy we're thinking about.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Duke's favorite by 2.5, by the way.
That's crazy.
I like Arizona State, though.
I do think Arizona State's going to win this game.
Yeah.
I didn't know Duke was favored, though.
Duke's favorite. 2.5.
Yeah, I'm going to take Arizona State. That's who I liked at the beginning. Like I said, I think Dellinger. I think he's just amazing, dude.
Yeah.
I hope we can have him. I really do. We'll see.
The one we've been waiting for, Cheez-It Citrus Bowl, Wednesday, the New Year's Eve, 3 o'clock, ABC, Michigan, and Texas.
I ain't going
7.5-point dogs. Yeah. I mean, I'm taking Michigan, though.
Come on. I ain't going against my team. No, I'm taking Michigan. Hoping we can. I'm hoping. I just hope and pray.
And some of it comes down who's playing, who's not. I don't think Hausman is. I mean, we got to get pressure. If we don't get pressure on him like we didn't against Sand, then our arch will tear us apart. Mm-hmm. Just got to be up for the pride of it. We've never beaten these guys. It's the third ever meeting.
Oh,
we're
God.
0-2.
We got to win this one, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to see them again in Austin in about 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't know. I actually thought before the Moore thing happened that, okay, we'll just rise up like we did last bowl game, but man, this is tough.
Yeah.
Obviously, my heart's going to pick Michigan. I wouldn't be surprised if we lose.
I know, me too. Yeah. This is where we're at right now, the program-wise. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Last game that we'll pick today, the Las Vegas Bowl, 3:30 on New Year's Eve. Nebraska and number 15, Utah. I'm all over Utah. Utah's favored by 16.5.
Rivals leaving.
Yeah.
A lot of interesting, though, a lot of QBs in this transfer portal this year. Yeah. A lot of them. But
Whittingham's last game, by the way.
Yeah, that's a good point. Utah, I do like Utah here a lot.
Okay.
Win big, too. Yeah.
Yep. All right, we'll stop there. Obviously, we'll see what the semifinal or the quarterfinal playoff games are at that point, and then we've got 4 more bowl games that we'll pick that are after the New Year's. So we'll wait on those. Yeah. So it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that we agreed that we'll go different on. And again, I'm just going to shout out the underdogs that I'm taking. Yeah. Tyler gets the points if the favorite wins and covers. I get less points if I get the cover, not the win, though.
Okay.
I get 3, not 5.
Yeah.
Memphis plus 4.5, Bama plus 1.5, Toledo plus 6.5, Penn State plus 3.5, Miami of Ohio plus 4.5, and San Diego State plus 3.
Nice.
So, all right, let's take a quick break, and then we'll get into our NFL.
Okay, back to talk about NFL. We can first go through Vikings and Steelers. You want to hit on those?
Yeah.
Vikings, good win, no? We can't, I'll say it's a good win. I mean, the Cowboys looked like they were trending in the right direction, and you came in and, you beat them.
Yeah. I'm not going to get overly excited. Commanders and Cowboys. Although, Dallas is a team I thought was going to get it together. I really actually thought the Cowboys would win that game, if I'm being honest. Mm-hmm. I just want to see progression at this point. We're obviously out of it mathematically now. I mean, we were out of it 2 weeks ago, too. But first team, by the way, since 1994 to get shut out and then shut somebody else out the next week. That was kind of a
that's interesting.
Cool stat. So, Commanders, who I thought they were at the beginning of the year, they were one of my teams, and I'm like, nope, here comes a downslide. Yeah. I didn't think it would be this bad. But I saw the progression I wanted to see. I think I might have said it on the air, that I think him getting benched, he had a concussion. Okay. It might have been a soft benching. We don't know. Yeah. But I think that benching actually helped him to see. I think it helps his confidence to see somebody else get their ass kicked out there. Yeah. And know it's not just him, right? We got many problems, and he's not one of them. Yeah. So now it's, it's fun again a little bit, right? And sometimes that happens in the NFL where teams get this little bit of a roll. It happened to the Lions several years ago. They were 2-8 or whatever they were, and then won out the rest of the year, and then boom, won the division the next year. So that's what I'm hoping just to see right now is progression. Yeah. We get the Giants this week, so I feel like got a real good shot at getting 3-0. And then guess what? We host the Lions, we host the Packers. Right. Let's just fucking ruin some seasons. Yeah. I think we could potentially knock Detroit out of the playoffs, potentially. Yeah. And maybe we cost Green Bay the division. Right. That would be cool.
That would be amazing.
I think I will say this just in case we're not on the air. Mm-hmm. Obviously we'll be picking this week. I'm definitely going to pick us against the Giants. We will win one of those 2 games against either the Lions or Packers. I'm not ready to say which one because I think a lot of it is circumstantial a little bit. Sure. I gotta know, does Detroit beat Pittsburgh this week or don't they? Yeah. You know what I mean? I think if they don't, they might beat us because they kind of need to. Or sure. Yeah. Maybe they beat the Steelers. I think we can get them caught apart a little bit. You know what I mean? So it kind of depends on that and where the Packers-Bears goes. You know what I mean? Yeah. How much they need it. So, but with Micah being gone, Green Bay doesn't scare me as well or as much as they did. But I think the Vikings will win one of those 2 games. Mm-hmm. I do. So we did just find out today, though, Metellus is out for the year. Bernard is out for the year. Jeez. Again, we're not going anywhere anyway, so that kind of hurts the defense a little bit. Yeah. We'll see what happens. But I think JJ needed these last 2 weeks for sure. Right. Now the controversy this week is him about doing the gritty over the goal line. And listen, if that was our biggest problem, of the 2025 Minnesota Vikings,
That's fine.
I'd be ecstatic. It is not even a blip on my fucking radar. That's who he is. He's having fun.
Right.
I didn't look at it as cocky on any level. He's a 22-year-old kid that's playing on prime time in Dallas.
Having a blast
against quote-unquote America's team.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything wrong with it in either the aftermath or while it happened.
Right,
I thought it was funny. It was a good play fake. It faked out the cameraman, faked me out.
Yeah.
I thought it was handed off. So, I don't know. I just thought it was fun.
I think it was great.
Somebody's got to do the gritty because it ain't Justin Jefferson. He hadn't fucking scored in 3 months.
Yeah.
Had one and then got called back, by the way, thanks to an illegal procedure. So, I'm happy. I'm not one of those fans that I think we should tank. I mean, once I'm out of it, the losses don't become as big a deal because then I do look at it like, okay, we just improved our draft pick.
Right.
So it's not the end of the world if we lose, but I don't actively root for them to lose.
Yeah.
Just because
you don't want to watch.
I still want to. It's still an entertainment thing. I want to see them win.
Yes.
And I want to ruin seasons, and we pretty much just ruined Dallas's.
Yeah.
Their only shot of getting in is to win out, and the Eagles.
Which you're right. You really could beat you could end Green Bay season, and then who knows, right?
You could.
I mean, the Bears, though, man.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. Didn't see that one coming.
Wow.
Not the team I would have my radar on. And that's just the way the NFL goes every year. So,
yeah.
And now we'll be that team. The Bears are looking good. Packers and Lions are who they are. We're probably going to get picked to finish last next year. And maybe we need that. And now we'll end up with a last place team schedule.
Yeah.
Which is what New England has this year.
Yeah.
And what San Francisco has this year. So sometimes you need that.
You're right.
You know what I mean? So that's the one silver lining that more than likely we're going to finish it last. And I'm okay with that at this point. So unless the Lions happen to lose out. So Steelers. Are the Steelers back?
Yeah.
They beat Baltimore, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't.
We did what we had to do before we talked about the game before we were not on for a minute, but we needed to win the game. We did, and we just won yesterday, 2 days ago. So I mean, at this point, I like where we're at. I like the way we played. They're benching Tua now too, so this team is not. The Dolphins are not good. They're not.
No.
But that was a good win.
I mean, they were on a streak and were running ball, and the Steelers took that away from them. Once they took the running game away, that's why Miami got back into it. And they are an opportunistic defense. I mean, they get turnovers. I mean, it's just
when we need them, it feels like it comes here and there. So that's a good thing, and I like the way Aaron played. I like the way he played against the Ravens.
Steelers have not lost a home Monday night game since 1991.
Tomlin's never lost one.
10 years old.
10 years old.
10.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
And that was the Super Bowl champion Giants team that beat them. So I mean, that's
wow.
In 1991 was a good loss for them.
Yeah.
Steelers were kind of a mediocre team in 91. So the Super Bowl champion in your house, I mean, that's an acceptable loss. You know what I mean? So that's crazy. That's just a crazy, crazy record.
Absurd. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think we're going to win the division.
So now you're back on the division train.
I think
back to thinking you can win a playoff game.
Yes.
And we understand matchups have a lot to do with that.
Right.
And we talked about that at lunch.
Yeah.
As it stands right now, Buffalo's the 5, I believe.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it flips between them and the Chargers.
So
I think if you get the Chargers at home, I think you could beat the Chargers at home.
Yes.
I don't think you can beat Buffalo, though. And I know it would be a rematch game, but I think your best bet is either get the Chargers in a 5 if we assume they don't catch Denver, or have Buffalo catch New England. And yes, again, I know you beat New England, not by much, and you had 5 turnovers.
Yeah, right.
So are you going to get 5 turnovers again? Probably not.
Yeah.
And maybe New England's arguably a better team than they were when you played back in week 2.
Yeah, I think
so that could be a tough matchup, but I think it's a more favorable matchup than Buffalo would be.
Yeah.
So I agree. I think it's kind of wait and see. But you're going to have, for the first time since 1998, no Tom Brady, no Peyton Manning, no Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs.
That's crazy.
I think that's what bodes well for Josh Allen.
That's crazy. I
like Buffalo to right now.
I honestly hope that they win the whole thing. I actually want them to win. I want the Bills to win, unless we're in it, but which we're not going to make it very far after we win. We do win. So, yeah.
So speaking of the Chiefs, my bold prediction at the beginning of the year was the Chiefs and the Lions to miss the playoffs. And it's now official. Kansas City is going to miss. And right now, Detroit does not have a very good chance. I think it's like less than 16%.
Yeah, it's not. You have to win out.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Which we can spoil. We can spoil.
And they got Steelers, Vikings, and Bears.
And Bears.
And the last two are on the road.
Wow.
For them. So I don't see them winning out.
No.
And they could lose us on Christmas Day. So
right.
Snoop Dogg halftime show, Vikings Lions.
So sick!
Yeah,
that's nice.
The game's on Netflix, by the way. So anybody listening, make sure you got that app.
Yeah,
rearing to go. So,
man,
wait, you don't have Netflix?
No
Netflix.
No, I don't buy it.
Oh well,
I have to come over.
You know where you can come.
Are you going to West Side or no? No, they're not right now.
I'll be here. Yeah.
Okay,
my mom's coming. My brother's coming.
Oh, sweet. Are they even going to open though? No, probably not. For
So,
West Side, they're not going to open.
I don't think he's open Christmas Day anyway.
Yeah, I don't.
So,
sweet. Okay.
So let's look at the NFL picks from the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
From 2 weeks ago, you went with the Packers minus 6.5. Forgive me. Oh yeah, they played the Bears. Half a point. So Packers won by 7. So you extended that, and I am demanding, just like Dave Portnoy is, I want an investigation on what happened in the Raiders-Broncos game.
Dude.
That was absolute fucking horseshit.
Dude.
With that flag that allowed the clock to stop. And then for Pete Carroll to have the gall to kick a fucking field goal on what was the last play of the game when you're down by 10. That's a guy that knew the line.
Yeah. Wanted to cover.
Tells me he's got money on the line. Like,
right.
You are a 2-12 NFL football team. What are you doing kicking fucking field goals? This isn't... What college game did that happen in earlier this year? They were playing Indiana, right? Whoever it was. It was Michigan State. Of course it was Michigan State. Because I knew you had you and your backdoor coverage. I'm over it. I'm tired of them. That one was ridiculous. You shouldn't have had to play.
I can't even believe.
They're down 10 to kick a fucking field.
I forgot I even took it.
And you know what? If there's 10 to 15 to 20 seconds left, I'm 100% on board with kicking the field goal.
Yeah.
Because technically you can onside it, throw him and win the game. Fine. It was the last play of the game.
Yeah.
What the fuck was those 2 points going to do? Unbelievable.
What are we doing?
Unbelievable. Yeah. So, covered by a half a point thanks to that. If Portnoy does get it, if an investigation happens and there's a conspiracy with that, we're deducting those 3 points. This is bullshit. Okay. If you win the point standings by more than 3 at the end of the year, this is officially under protest.
Okay.
It's officially under protest.
That's fair. That's fair. It's so fair.
So I took the Seahawks minus 7.5. This is 2 weeks ago. I don't even remember who they were playing. Help me out here.
Seahawks.
The Cardinals?
Falcons. 7.5.
Covered that. 5 points.
Yeah.
I took the Bengals. I believe I went on the air 2 weeks ago.
Oh, it was close too.
I went on. It was so close. Half point. Lost by half. You win by half points. I lose by half points. This is the way it goes. I really thought the Bengals were going to upset them, and they had it.
They did.
Those 2 turnovers just killed them.
Yeah.
They had control of this game in the snow. I felt like that the Bengals were going to win out. I thought that was going to happen. And they were to get back and just win that division and steal it from both you and Baltimore. And then after that, the letdown of that game translated into this getting shut out against Baltimore. And now Baltimore's back into being so that's what it is. Baltimore-Pittsburgh. It's going to come down to that game next week.
Yeah.
The Baltimore's got a tough game this Sunday with New England.
Yeah.
They got to get over that hump. I think not taking their game into consideration, I think your division comes down to this Sunday.
If the Ravens beat the Lions, we win.
But I think if if you win, they lose. It's out anyway. But even if you lose, I think if the Ravens lose to the Patriots, I think you're still.
Well, we're 2 games ahead of them or 3.
I think you only have 1. You're one ahead, but right now you have the head-to-head.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it really could come down to this weekend anyway, just because psychologically, you know what I mean? Baltimore beats New England. Regardless of what the Steelers do, I think the Ravens are going to win out. If they beat New England.
Yeah, I could see, because we already beat them once. We were split,
Yeah. So 2 weeks ago, I did actually outscore you 8-6. Again, those 3 points. The Raiders game. Bullshit. And then I gained a little tiny bit of ground this past week. Again, we texted each other our picks. You went with the Chiefs minus 5.5. I loved it. I thought, for sure, must-win situation. at home.
It should have
They
been.
would take care of it. They're done.
They're bad, man.
They proved it. And Mahomes, if people didn't watch that game and heard about his torn ACL, that happened on the last play on fourth down anyway. They lost. They lost before he got injured. So that had no bearing.
They had nothing.
And now the season's definitely over. You got nothing there. Chargers won outright. And in the Titans, you almost got your backdoor cover. And then the Niners kicked the field goal with 2 minutes to go to extend it to 17.
So close.
To make that out of reach.
Yeah.
So no points for you last NFL Sunday. I went with Eagles minus 12.5. I loved this pick. I went with Kenny Pickett and the Raiders. Didn't even get to 100 yards of offense.
31.
Eagles blew them out. I took the 3 points there. I stupidly tried to find the Browns upset again. These are the games, though, right? They lose to the Titans. I'm like, okay, they'll
win this one.
They'll find something.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Got blown out. Yeah. Their doors blown off. So I only ended up with 3 points last week. So overall, standings are 118 to 99. Literally, that 19-0 blowout in the conference championship is the difference.
I could see you coming back.
So I need to.
I could see you coming back.
I gotta make up that ground.
So we'll let you come back and then.
That's right.
Beat you at the end.
That's right. So, let's look at this week's games and see who we like for our upsets this week.
Yeah. I have mine.
We'll just pick this week's games.
Okay.
If we assume that we don't get together, which is why we went ahead on the bowl games.
Yeah. We'll pick again.
We'll text each other our picks.
Yeah.
And kind of recap them, possibly on the New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
So, or if you come over to watch some NFL on Christmas Day, maybe we'll throw.
We could do it then. Yeah.
Throw in a quick half-hour podcast. Or
something.
All right. So let's look at Thursday night's game. Big one for Thursday night.
Yeah.
This late in the season, Rams at Seahawks.
I love this division, dude. I love it, man. They're both 11-3. And the last time we saw Rams on Thursday Night Football, I lost the survivor.
Yeah.
To Kyron Williams because I hate him from fumbling. I'm a freaking 2. Anyways, I love this game. Love this game.
Rams beat them 21-19 in LA several weeks ago.
I like the Seahawks.
This is a coin flip for me.
It really is. They're going to split. They're going to split.
I'm going off of a little bit of what I've seen the last couple weeks. The Seahawks offense did not look great against the Vikings. It's 26-0 game, but they had a pick six.
There was a lot of running
settled
in that
for 4 field goals.
Jason was not going off.
Did not look good.
Yeah.
Got sacked a bunch. Their offense didn't score a touchdown last week again.
Yeah.
6 field goals again. They're slipping a little bit, and they haven't been the dominant home team that they have in years past. They've actually been a better road team than a home team.
Sure.
I think the Rams sweep them.
Oh.
I'm going to take the Rams.
Yeah, the only thing is that it's a Thursday night game, and Thursday night games just get weird.
They get weird. Which makes it weird.
Maybe that's the weirdness.
I like your logic.
Sweep.
I like your logic of splitting, and it was only a 2-point game in LA.
Right.
I get it, but I'm going to take the
Rams.
Slips.
Yeah.
The Colts have looked beatable, other than the Atlanta game. They blow out Atlanta, and I was on that.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of a roller coaster. Their defense was dominant against the Vikings, but they were playing an undrafted rookie that looked the part, right?
Yeah.
So I just don't give them much credit for that one. They just didn't look great last week. They could have lost that game.
Yeah.
To a 44-year-old quarterback. So
you're probably right, man. Yeah,
I'm going to pick the Rams. It's just a gut feeling.
Yeah. I'm still going to say they're going to split. I'm hoping they can split because the Seahawks I feel like they're both going to wild card either way, right? Yeah, at that point. So
Saturday, we have 2 games Saturday on the 20th, which I hate this. It's the same time as the playoff games. Crazy.
Why is that?
I don't know, but you know me. I'm going to record and watch both of them like I'm watching them live.
So
I'll make it work, but not everybody in America does that. So,
right. Well, if these are prime time, they
are
like
5 and 8.
5 and 8. Yep. So like you can multi-screen. You got YouTube TV.
You can multi-screen, but I'm just going to go back and forth.
Right.
And then I can fast forward commercials anyway. And
True.
Watch it in the same amount of time without missing anything from either game. So it's just what I'm going to probably do.
Yeah.
Eagles and the Commanders. Washington's getting 6.5. Daniels is shut down for the year. I like the Eagles.
Yeah, I like the Eagles here. I don't see them. They kind of need. Like I feel like the Eagles are like taking a step back though.
I'm not positive on the 6.5. I mean,
why?
I'll put it in the back of my memory here as a possible favorite pick, but I don't love it. I could see the Commanders just playing them tough being at home.
Right.
But
I think I like the 6.5 plus 6.5, but I don't think I'm gonna take it. I don't. Yeah. So
The big one, Saturday night, 8:20 on Fox.
This is a
Packers
great
at the
game.
Bears. Bears are 1.5-point underdogs at home. This is going back to the splitting of the series with Parsons going down. I think the Bears played very well in Green Bay.
Game. Yeah.
They played very well. They were inside the red zone at the end of that game.
Yeah.
And now it's with Parsons there. I think the Bears win this game.
Yeah. I agree with you because
I
without Parsons,
think the Bears are going to win the division.
yeah, they are.
I think they are.
They are. And
But
the
I'm
way
gonna
the
tell you
Bears
something.
can score and the Green Bay Packers defense is not,
Yeah.
But
They may end up being in the same boat as Pittsburgh Steelers. They're going to get a home playoff game, win the division. They're not winning the playoff game.
No, you think we're not going to win a playoff game?
I don't think you will.
No.
And I don't think the Bears will either. I think the Bears will lose in the playoffs.
To who?
First game. Doesn't matter. Because they're going to end up, they're going to end up, the more than likely end up, well, no, they'll end up the 3 seed. I take that back. But they'll get like San Francisco or somebody.
I could see them beating San Fran, though,
Maybe.
San Fran's defense is good.
Yeah.
But
We'll see.
Yeah.
I'll officially say it when the match.
Right. I do
I'll
like
take
the
the
Bears
Bears.
here.
I'll
I
take
like
the Bears
Bears.
Saturday night, though.
I do like the Bears, too. I
take
can't wait to
them
watch
Saturday
that game. That's going to be a
Yeah,
great
it's
game.
going to be a good game.
Yeah.
And by the time that game kicks off, Oregon will be up 21-0 on James Madison. So,
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to Sunday's games. The 1 o'clock slate, Buccaneers at the Panthers. Nobody wants to win this division. Tampa Bay just looks so bad.
Yeah.
Give me Carolina. They're 3-point underdogs at home. I was on Tampa Bay so high. Baker was my NFL MVP.
He was going to be so good this year. It's supposed to be so good.
By the way, Stafford's my pick right now.
He looks
For
great.
MVP.
What a guy. I do love Matt Stafford. I love me some Matt Stafford. He's so freaking awesome.
Give me Carolina.
I like Carolina, too. I do. I like Carolina at home, and all year at home they've been good. So
Buffalo at Cleveland. The Browns are getting 10.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to snow Sunday. Bills. Fuck the Browns. Tired of trying to pick the Browns on an upset.
Yeah.
Maybe they cover. Maybe.
This one might be the one they cover, though, I will say.
Yeah.
But
Bills win the game, though.
I like Bills to win. Browns will cover.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to say.
Chargers at the Cowboys. Again, Dallas has to win out. So the Eagles have to lose out. So if the Eagles win on Saturday, they're done officially. To me, it doesn't matter what the Eagles do. I think the Cowboys lose this game anyway.
Yeah, I like
2.5 point favorites, and I don't really know.
Yeah,
why.
and the Cowboys can
Herbert maybe
score
out?
on any defense. Yeah, I don't know actually.
Doesn't matter.
I'll
take
the
Trey
Cowboys can score on any defense in the league, any single one. But the Chargers, I think they just have more of the power. And now, if the Vikings beat the Cowboys, I just think that the Chargers are gonna win this game. Yeah.
Jets at the Saints. Saints are favored by 4.5. They're rolling a little bit after beating Tampa Bay. They got a couple wins under their belt.
Was it Tyler
just because
Show?
they're
Is it his last
Shuck.
name? Shuck. Show.
Just because they're at home,
I like him.
I'll take the Saints at home.
Yeah, I like the Saints here. I really do. I like Tyler a lot.
Yeah,
I do. Seems like he could be the future, kind of.
could be.
Yeah.
1 o'clock Fox. Vikings of the Giants. I will be at Westside. Cheering on my 6-8 Vikings. Playing 2-12 trying. I'll be there. My brother will not be, unfortunately. They're doing the whole Christmas thing with the kids.
Okay.
It'd be cool, to watch Viking Giants game, even though we're both completely out of it.
Yeah.
I think we keep going. I'm a little scared the Giants have lost, 8 in a row now.
Yeah.
It is on the road, but you know what? I'll take. It's supposed to be like 50 degrees that day.
Yeah.
So I like JJ to keep it rolling a little bit. Vikings win.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think the Vikings do win this game. Maybe Dart pulls out a performance. Who knows? I mean, that one's a toss-up for me. I'll take the Vikings, though. Yeah.
Chiefs at the Titans. Kansas City's favored by 3. Gardner Minshew is a capable backup. Tennessee's not that good. The Chiefs will find a way to win this game.
Yeah, I think like we're in a okay spot for the Chiefs right now, and I think they could beat the Titans.
Yeah.
But as the Titans, they won against the Browns, so they're fine. They're good. They can lose now. So
last 1 o'clock game, Bengals at the Dolphins. Both teams are out of it. Miami is starting Quinn Ewers. That is official.
Okay.
They are still 4.5 point underdogs. I don't know if that line changed since that announcement.
Mm-hmm.
Burrow's already said he's still playing.
Seems like he's.
I'll take the Bengals.
Yeah. I like the Bengals here, but it feels like Joe is taking a weird turn.
Yeah.
Mentally, physically, I don't know. But it'll be interesting to see the future of the Bengals with him at the helm. But I like the Bengals here too. So
if JJ doesn't work out, do the Vikings try to trade for Burrow?
oh man,
We'll see.
Man.
All right, we've got 4 games in the 4 o'clock slate. 2 start at 4:05. Falcons and the Cardinals. Sometimes we get this late in the year. It's like a who cares?
Who cares? This is a who cares.
Give me Arizona. Just at home.
Just because.
They're getting 2.5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Falcons are so disappointing.
I like the Falcons. I'll just take the Falcons.
Just to be different.
Yeah.
2.5, so we can't even take it in our picks anyway.
Right.
Jacksonville and Denver. Denver's favored by 3. Jaguars are playing well. Broncos know they need to keep winning.
This is a fun game.
This is going to be a good game.
Yeah. I like the Jags here, actually.
Okay.
I do. I think the Broncos have kept games way too close this year, all year, and that's a team that can win and be playing defense at the end, but I like the Jags.
I kind of like that, too.
Yeah, I like the Jags.
All right, 4:25 on CBS. Steelers at the Lions. Detroit favored by a touch. By a touchdown. You love the points, don't you?
I do.
Is this your upset pick?
I don't think it is.
Oh, I don't think it is.
It should be.
You are bouncing around right now.
I love
you
this.
love this.
I love
line.
the line, dude.
I love the line too. I like the 7.
Yeah,
I
like
think
Steelers.
if the Lions, even if the Lions win, I think the Steelers are going to keep it close.
Steelers win this game.
Oh wow!
Steelers win this game. Steelers win this game.
And essentially knock Detroit out.
Yes.
I don't know if it'd be mathematically, but
we're ending their season.
All intents and purposes.
Yeah. We beat you. We lost to Chicago. We need to go 2-2 against your division. We're gonna do it right now.
Okay.
We're gonna do it.
I'm gonna take the Lions. No cover.
Okay.
We ruin their season Christmas Day.
Ooh, interesting.
So
yeah.
One of us is gonna ruin.
One of them. One of us.
We're calling that. We're calling ourselves.
One of us.
One of us.
One of us.
All right. Last 4:30 game: Las Vegas and Houston. Texans by 14.5. The Raiders are just getting worse, and the Pickett experience last week wasn't any better.
No.
Texans are rolling. I think they win and cover.
Yeah. Give Pete Carroll a quarterback, though. That's all I'm going to say.
Yep.
Just one quarterback. That's bigger than 5'11". I mean, just one.
Just one.
Anyways, I like the Texans here. Yeah.
All right. And in the Sunday night game, the one we kind of talked about earlier, New England and Baltimore, Ravens are favored by 3. I think the Ravens psychologically need to win this game.
Yeah.
Especially if the Steelers do happen to lose the Lions.
Right.
They go in with some momentum in your game when you play next week and you can win the division.
Yeah.
And they know that. I think there's going to be a little bit of a hangover with New England blowing that 21-point lead. They're getting into the real competition now. I think it's going to catch up to them. So I think ultimately the Bills will win that division. So I will take Baltimore in this game.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're probably right. What have the Patriots done against our division all year? Let me see. So they won against the Bengals, won against the Browns, lost to us. They're probably going to lose to the Ravens.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Ravens too. They're going to win. We need to beat Detroit. We just need to beat Detroit somehow, some way.
Okay. So Monday night, I'm just gonna call it right now. Here's my upset pick: 49ers at the Colts. Colts getting 6.5. Give me 44-year-old Phillip Rivers.
Wow.
Colts are gonna win the game outright.
It's been fun to kind of watch him last week. It was like almost my childhood because I loved him when he was on the Chargers. Wow, the Colts. Huh?
I'm taking them.
Okay.
Outright.
I like the Colts cover. I like your pick. I really do. Yeah. So I think San Francisco will win the game, but I think the Colts will cover. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to take the Browns plus 10.
You like the Browns? Man, I really thought you'd go Steelers.
Yeah, I was going to, but I like this
afraid
game
of a little
better.
bit of a jinx of
yeah.
I put that pen to paper that.
I just think yeah, right. And I think I already picked them this year and we lost. So I don't.
You're just trying to maintain your lead. You're not necessarily looking for.
I'm not trying to.
Or,
Right.
You're just trying to cover.
Yeah.
Keep your head above water.
Do we have any games to pick from though? We have the Saints game.
I think I've got my favorite because you're supposed to go 4 on NFL. Just because they're on the, do we get extra points on the road, right? Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and take the Bengals.
Okay.
-4.5.
I'll just take the Saints.
Okay.
-4.5 too, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Don't love that pick, but it's okay.
Yeah, but I told you that beginning of the year. The week that you took the Browns and the Saints.
I know, right? Yeah.
I mean, I'm going Colts Bengals. I mean,
It's not much
Colts
better.
are still technically in it, but
Yeah.
Bengals are out. So, one thing we forgot to do on a college, so we'll just shout it out here at the end of this segment here. Again, we don't know our quarterfinal matchups yet. Have you hypothetically put a bracket together for college football playoff? Because I have.
I haven't made.
Yeah, we don't have to go through each. Tell me who your championship game is, because I've got mine.
Okay. Do I have mine here? I don't know. I think it's going to be though. I think Georgia is going to play Oregon.
Oregon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm high on Oregon.
Yeah.
I really am. And I think that what happened to them last year can happen to them this year, and they can win the first game.
And I actually agree with you. I super love Texas Tech.
Yeah.
And I'm stubbornly sticking with them. But I hate that they're going to get Oregon.
Right.
First game.
That's scary.
Unless James Madison somehow pulls off the upset.
Yeah.
So from that aspect of being right on my pick, I hope James Madison wins. It'd be a game I'd be okay with losing, even though I'm pretty much guaranteed that Oregon will win.
Yeah,
I hate that matchup for Texas Tech.
Right.
I really, really do. And that's where the bye could hurt them.
Mm-hmm.
So if they can get that game, I think they get rolling and get to the title game.
Yeah.
And they play Georgia.
I like that. I mean, I do
both on Georgia.
Both on Georgia. I do like the way that Texas Tech has played and how they've been playing and the way that they're moving into this into this playoff. I do not think anyone wants to play Georgia, and if Ohio State does, then they're going to lose that game. That's why I think I have them there. So Indiana, I just don't see Indiana doing it.
I have two teams losing out of the byes.
Yeah.
Okay, which is 2 less than last year.
Mm-hmm.
So part of that is matchups. Part of that is the better team is.
Yeah.
These are the better 4 teams in the top 4 than they were last year too. I think if A&M beats Miami, I think A&M is going to beat Ohio State.
I would love that.
I do.
I would freaking love that.
But if Miami wins, I think Ohio State will
win that game. Yeah.
And then there's where my fear lies that Texas Tech will lose, and there's my second team.
Right.
The one team I'm not guaranteeing, but the one team that I do think will lose.
Yeah.
Based on the matchup, I told you that Alabama would beat Oklahoma. I think Alabama's going to go beat Indiana.
I could see that, but I could see Oklahoma beating Indiana too. I just think whatever game they get, they're going to lose that first one.
I do think Indiana's going to lose their first game.
Yeah.
And I think either Texas Tech or Ohio State will lose. And again, I think it's more based on, and it's possible that if A&M beats Ohio State, that Oregon could beat Texas Tech, and we'd have 3 teams. I tell you what, if 3 of these 4, with the 4 that it is, if 3 of the 4, or God forbid, all 4 lose their first game, which Georgia's most likely going to get Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Which is a conference rival.
Oh.
So, I mean, that if all 4 lose again, you got to get a 6.
You got to figure it out.
Get rid of the fucking bye.
Yeah.
Because it's obviously a disadvantage.
Right.
So,
right.
But I just wanted your championship pick is Georgia and
Oregon.
And Oregon, I kind of like that.
I'm on Georgia, top Texas of Oregon. Tech. Yeah. I'm on top of Oregon. Not to say that I like Texas Tech. I just think that Oregon can play upset or play, just the way they need to, like last year happened to them.
Okay.
And
I'm sorry that I forgot to. We forgot to talk about that in the college section.
Yeah.
Maybe you can chapter it out.
Yeah, we might be able to. I can do it at the end too.
But I at least wanted to put that out there in case, again, we don't get together until the quarterfinals or, God forbid,
semis. So, yeah.
All right,
perfect.
Well, Merry Christmas, everyone. We probably won't talk to you before then. So, Merry Christmas.
Have a good one. Love you guys.